Has America declined? In the mouths of us self-media folks, it definitely has declined. It's been declining for over a decade now, but what they don't know is a fact that America's GDP per capita in 2023 has reached nearly $80,000. What does this mean? According to the data from 2022, America's GDP per capita was $76,300, ranking 10th in the world. So, which countries are ahead of it? Monaco, Luxembourg, Norway, Ireland, Cayman Islands, Switzerland, all these are small countries. The most populous among them is Norway with over 5 million people, and many are even smaller countries with just hundreds of thousands of people. Among the large countries with a population over 50 million, Germany is the closest to the US, with a GDP per capita of only $48,500, ranking 25th globally. What's the population of the US? The US population is 333 million. Among the large countries with a population over 100 million, Japan's GDP per capita is closest to the US, with $33,800 in 2022, ranking 38th globally. If we calculate further the economic growth over the past decade, you will find the theory of American decline is basically unfounded. Comparing the US with major global economies like Germany, Japan, France, those countries have not seen economic growth exceeding 0.5% over the past decade. For instance, Germany had a GDP per capita of $46,000 in 2013, but now it's only $48,000, meaning it grew by $2,000 in 10 years. But the US, 10 years ago, had a GDP per capita of $53,300, and this year it's nearly $80,000. Its growth rate over the past 10 years is nearly 4%. With a population of 330 million, such a massive economic volume growing at a rate of 3 to 4% in GDP per capita is unparalleled globally. Just looking at the exchange rate, where can you see the dollar collapsing or America declining? One sign of American decline would be the dollar collapsing. What's the reality, though? 10 years ago, the exchange rate was €1 to 1.3. €1 could exchange for $1.3, but today, €1 can only exchange for $1.09. That is to say, in the past 10 years, the euro has depreciated by more than 10% against the dollar. Everyone should know the euro was created to counter the dollar. 20 EU countries united to compete with the dollar, and the result is what we see today. America's continuous strong performance, especially after the pandemic, has led to a massive desire to immigrate to the United States. This has triggered a major news event where the Texas state government openly opposed the federal government due to the issue of illegal immigration, putting President Biden in a very embarrassing situation. Looking at the momentum in various states across the U.S., it is very likely that Trump will return to the presidency in 2024, this year. At that time, trying to immigrate to the U.S. will go from being very difficult to virtually impossible. However, the situation in neighboring Canada is different, as they have opened their immigration gates wide. The government aims to welcome 485,000 immigrants in 2024, and even more ambitiously, the target is set at 500,000 immigrants for 2025. When it comes to being friendly and inclusive towards immigrants, Canada is second to none globally. So friends, during Trudeau's term and before the 2025 Canadian elections, please cherish this window of opportunity. Imagine living in a country with free healthcare, a world-class education system, and a lower cost of living. Moreover, it's right next to the United States, making travel or work in the US very convenient. Does that excite you? If you're thinking of coming to Canada, contact us. We've been in Canadian immigration for 16 years, successfully helping over 10,000 applicants obtain their visas or permanent residency. We hold CICC licenses. Among all 11,000 CICC licensed in Canada, only 14% have over 11 years of experience, and we are one of them. So, if you're considering immigration but aren't sure which path is best for you, don't hesitate to contact us. Let's find your North American dream together.